Hello everybody, Jason Basson here, and I want to show you today the interesting records of my record collection, beginning with the artists beginning with the letters R, S and T. All the records I want to show you are standing here below 60 records. This is the first record, Siouxsie and the Banshees 12-inch, Cities in Dust. Maybe this record hides a prophecy. What will become of this earth in the future, the coming years, we don't know. We only know for sure that the poles are melting. Siouxsie and the Banshees. Then we have 10 years after, double live album, recorded live, of course with the guitarist, legend Alvin Lee. Then we have a compilation here, the Roxy London WC2 from January till April 77. They did live recordings on this record from Wire, also Slaughter and the Dogs, also the Buzzcocks are on this live album. Then really a great record here, also a really nice cover, Tangerine Dream and Stratosphere. That's the inside and the back. We have another Tangerine Dream album that will soon I will show you. Then my latest record until now, Under the T, Tuxedo Moon, the debut EP from 1978, and in the meantime I listened to it and it's really fantastic, really nice music. Light Bulb Overkill, really nice. We have Blaine L. Reininger on violin, wonderful. Tuxedo Moon with, of course, the super cult classic No Tears. Then work from a Belgian composer, Patrick de Meyer, T99, who would have a super hit in the early 90s with Anastasia. This was some years before, around 88, and Invisible Sensuality, also a really nice record that he made together with Phil Wild. Then we have this nice house record, Tricos Volume 1, Tricos Tracks Volume 1, with the nice song on it, Save the Planet. Music composed and arranged by Jacques Muris and Philip Tricos, mixed by Philip Tricos. Then we have here the debut album from Ted Nugent, really a masterful album, a masterpiece. Then we have here Tomita, really nice cover, and the album Cosmos. Then we have the Belgian formation, probably the best live band that Belgium ever had, T-Sematic and La Pache, with singer Arno Hintjes, who went solo after T-Sematic. Then the records I found 6 months ago on a market in Lokeren. I liked the car on it. When I looked it up, it's a record that has already some value. Twang and Licensed to Thrill, Dutch band. Then we have the debut album of Tubray Army, with on the cover, of course, the face of Gary Newman. Then also a very good record is this one, The Ramblers and the Kids Are Back to Rock and Roll. Really nice garage music. If you like the Nomads, you must certainly look for this record. Then also a cult classic, this one, Throbbing Gristle and 20 Jazz Funk Greats. And we see here Genesis P. Orridge, who was found later Psychic TV, and these two would form Chris and Cozy. Then I show you also already this album. I found it on the latest KDX fair in Ghent. It's a double album of Tangerine Dream live in Poland, the Warsaw concert. Really, really nice. Then a record you don't find very often is this one, the Mega Mix from Serious Beats series volume 1. And on this album we find the song I said some minutes ago, T99 and Anastasia. Then we have here Shocking Blue. I don't know if this is the debut album or a compilation of them. I will look it up, but after all, very good music and a nice cover. Then a record that surprised me in the positive meaning is this one from Shriekback and Jam Science. A really super good album. We have on this album also Mercy Dash. It was a hit for them back in the 80s. And also a legendary record, Snowy Reds, and the 12-inch, let's say, Treat Me and Hiroshima War Dance would become a huge hit in the newbie times. And a really nice compilation is this one, 30 Golden Guitar Hits, all instrumental, all known themes. Then we have this one, the debut album of T-Matic. Gigantic album. Another gigantic album is this one from the Triffids, the Black Swan. I think the singer, he has already deceased, but he has left us a really nice album and a lot of other nice records of the Triffids. Then we have here Taste Live at the Isle of Wight. We see here the very known Rory Gallagher, who would go solo after Taste. Then we have here the double album from Tin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous. Very good live album. He's also not anymore amongst us. Phil Lynott, singer from Tin Lizzy. Then a record I found not so long ago, as a big fan of Trisomie 21, Trisomie 21, I found this live album, Raw Material, with live tracks. They recorded it live in April and May 1989. All their big hits are on it: Harbors and Stations, The Last Song, Waiting For, A Dirge for Love, Really good album. And this is another album from Tubeway Army, Replicas, with on this album the big hits Our Friends Electric, and on this one we find also Down in the Park. Then a very legendary album is this one, Tangerine Dream and Ricochet. It was recorded live in France and also in Britain. Here we have the three guys of Tangerine Dream: Edgar Froese, Chris Franke and Peter Baumann. Peter Baumann, who made a solo album. I have a 12-inch of Peter Baumann. Then legendary records. I don't have the cover anymore, but I have the record. What's the most important thing? Here we have the Scaps and Here's to You Gang. That's were in the beginning days of the Scaps. They would turn more commercial when they went on, but this is really the beginning of the Scaps. It was punky and really good, with nice, all the tracks are great. 5 tracks, a mini album, and yes, it's one of my favorite Flemish records ever, this one. Then a legendary cover is this one from 2001 A Space Odyssey. Here we have the soundtrack to the film. Really nice. I found it for €1 or €2 last summer. Then what's really nice also is this one, the Stranglers live concert, with songs from their first albums on one album, and it's all live. Really nice. Then a really interesting album is this one from Space, Just Blue. Really nice cover, and also the music, it's outstanding. So really modern and yeah, spacey. One of my favorite albums in my collection. Then I found on the last, not the last, the one therefore, I found last year, I found this 12-inch for €1. That's Steve Silk Hurley and Jack Your Body, Chicago House record. Then we go on with the Sisters of Mercy, Floodland. Simple Minds, their debut album, Live in a Day. Very nice cover and really nice tracks. Then the Sisters of Mercy remastered sampler. Really nice. Then a Belgian band I like very much, Siglo XX, Siglo XX and Till the End of the Night. Really nice cover. 3 tracks on it. Then a legendary record, the Sex Pistols and Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. I adore this record, also one of my favorites. Then we have the 12-inch of Severed Heads, Goodbye Tonsils. Their records ain't cheap, but that's also because they come from far from Europe. They come from Australia. Then we have Siouxsie and the Banshees, one of the best live albums I know that were ever made. Nocturne double live album. And at that time, in 1983, Robert Smith of The Cure went with them on their tour. Then we have this nice album, the original Pistols live, one of their first concerts ever in Burton-on-Trent, was recorded and outstanding. Then we have this Bell Pop records from Scooter, One by One, not to be confused with the Scooter from the 90s, that house band from house hardcore band from Germany. This is the Belgian group Scooter, Flemish group. Then we have this Flemish band Red Zebra, and Always, in fact a mini album with 5 tracks and 3 live tracks. And we go on. We have here Rammstein, Keine Lust, with 2 remixes, one from Front 242 and one from Blackstrobe. Really nice cover. Rock Dreams, we find on this The Who, and we find also Jimi Hendrix, I think, yes, also on this very nice compilation. This is also sort of compilation Rocktail Overdose. It's a mix. We find in this mix Enola Gay, Private Idaho, to cut a long story short, from Spandabello. Then a real nice cover is this one, Roy Orbison and Greatest Hits. Then here from my town we have Roland and his Blues Workshop, Rock Life. It's a collector, this one, the live album, a live album. Then we have this nice live record, Camille in België en Raymond van het Groenewoud, God from the Flemish rock, Godfather from the Flemish rock. Then we have here the Runaways, a girls band from the 70s. In this girls band you would have 2 ladies who would become very, very known afterwards. It's Lita Ford and it's indeed Joan Jett, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, we know them well. Then also a record I like very much for the cover, Rolling Stones and Tattoo You, and on the back we have Keith Richards. Then the first album of R.E.M. 1983 and Murmur. A really nice psychedelic record, The Rain Parades, one of my favorite albums. Then we have Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry, very nice record. And this one, Revolting Cocks, No Devotion. Then the live album from Roxy Music, Viva, outstanding. Really, really nice album. And one of my favorite albums again here, Simple Minds and New Gold Dream, 81, 82, 83, 84. One that everybody should have in his collection, and I think most of us have that record. We come to the last records. Here is Steppenwolf Live, fantastic live album. It's rather rare. If you find it, buy it. It's super, super good. One of my favorite albums in my collection. So that says something. Then we have Santos on Trax Records. That's from 1986. Real Chicago house. And we have Sisters of Mercy, First and Last and Always, also one of my all-time favorite records. Fantastic. And they are still making music, Sisters of Mercy. We had at that time Gary Marks in the group. He went away, and also he went away Wayne Hussey. He would start a mission. But this was at the point they were still all together. Fantastic group, Sisters of Mercy. And we close the show. This is the 60th record, SPK and Metal Dance. Also one of my favorite electronic body numbers. Thanks for watching. This was RST. Next time we will see the artist with UVW. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.